Hi, this is Sevia. I'm with the Healing Circle Center, and we're going to do some trauma-informed yoga this afternoon. So I'd like you to have a chair, water, some blocks, or a book if you don't have blocks. And some quiet time where you can just be with yourself. You know, when we have high stress and we feel traumatized, there are lots of times when we're just feeling dissident or away from ourselves. We don't feel a sense of being present, a feeling of closeness with ourselves. So this type of yoga is very permissive, and I'd like you to give yourself permission to do it or to not do it. You can watch, you can do what's available to you, and to modify if you need to or want to. It's all good. This work helps us bring our breath together with our thoughts, our mind, and help us stay calm and focused. So, this is a small mini session just to give you a taste. If you scooch up on your chair, I'll come sideways to show you. So instead of sitting way back in your chair, you're sitting forward. Like that. So that you can have your feet flat on the floor. This is a good place to start. This is sitting mountain pose. And we just want to feel contact with the chair and sense a feeling of contact with the floor. You might press one foot and the other into the floor. Just notice how you are meeting the ground. Is one leg a little bit heavier than the other? Are you leaning one side to the other? This is just the beginning of being mindful, being aware, without any judgment. There's no wrong. It's all right. So here we also want to get a sense of our breath. And if you feel comfortable, you can just take a moment to just become aware of your breathing. You don't have to change anything. Noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. Perhaps the pathways of how the air is coming through the body, through your nose or through your mouth, coming down. Just noticing what you notice. And if you like, if you wish, you can take a moment to acknowledge by saying, I'm here in this moment. And if you wish, you can rub your hands together and maybe sense a warmth there. Maybe visualizing something that brings you joy. Maybe a kitty cat, maybe flowers, whatever. And let that fill you. Fill your heart with that sense of joy. And perhaps you might accept for the moment that you can receive love and that you're open to love. Sankalpa is a Sanskrit idea of an intention, a hope, a desire, an action, a belief, a want. And it's usually about a way of being. So my sankalpa might be, my desire, my intention might be, I wish for peacefulness. I wish for contentment. And if I were to think of something that would represent that, I might think of a cool pond with water that's just slightly moving, maybe warm water actually. And so this is what I'm going to bring to my practice today, a sense of contentment and a fluidity. So in sitting mountain, let's press into the earth that's comfortable for you, to feel your legs, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet. And we might inhale our arms outward and just moving the hands with an inhale and an exhale, if that's available to you. Noticing any sensations that you notice, moving the arms, removing the joints, finding space in our body, movements of pushing and pulling, coming and going, rounding, opening, closing. We might bring our arms upwards, reaching, inhaling, exhaling, reaching up and just stretching, noticing how much room there is around us. Play with this if you wish. If it feels open to you to move around, please do. We might take one hand on a chair and extend. If you have trouble with your shoulders, you might extend this way. Or you might roll up to a crescent moon, extending over with your exhale. And just breathing. Excuse me. Inhaling up, exhaling. We want to hold to the side of the chair so that we don't fall over. We'll do that another time. Inhale. Usually we inhale with a stretch. And then exhale when we come down. Other side. And exhale. In order to work our shoulders and open up our back a bit, I'm going to put my hands on my elbows, on my thighs. And I'm going to take my shoulders and take one at a time, pressing in and back. Exhale if you want to. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale, exhale. Just feel what you're feeling. Notice sensation. You might bring your awareness to where it is that you're feeling any kind of stretch or tensions or connections. This mindful awareness helps our mind stay calm and change. This moves us into a cat and cow. In the cow pose, we just reach forward, opening our heart, looking upwards, if that's available to you, if you wish to do that. If you can, if you want, press, and your exhale, press back. Pressing back into your back, rounding it. Inhaling, coming forward. Exhale. A lot of us haven't moved in a really long time, and we could be pretty stiff. So just do what's available to you, what your level is today. Because you know we're always changing. So things are going to change. And especially as we work at it, we practice, and that helps. On our exhale, our next exhale, you may want to just come down into a forward fold. I have a bit of a tummy, so I'm just opening up my legs a little bit so I don't feel like I'm choking. Inhale, exhale. When we inhale, monkey pose is putting our hands down under our feet or holding on to our ankles and just straightening the back with an inhale. As we exhale, come down a little more. And inhale, coming out. One more time, exhale. And inhale, let's come all the way out, back into our sitting pose. Sitting mountain, quiet mountain. If you care to follow me, we'll do a breath that's called Samavriti. It's the same breath. So we'll do a count. First, let's start with a count of 4. We'll do an inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Exhale. Hold, 2. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. You can do that a little bit on your own if you wish. And just feel what you're feeling. If you'd like to stop here, this is a good place. If you want to continue on, we'll be working a little bit more. You know, when we were doing the forward fold, we certainly could have used these. So in the forward fold, I might just want to hold on this way so I don't feel as crunched in my tummy. This is a chest expansion pose. So we want to open our heart. It helps us be brave. Our hands come back here, our shoulders are turned back, and we lift up. And we're pressing forward so you have a nice long extension. Just take as many breaths as feels good to you. Noticing the stretching and the strengthening in your arms. This really pulls together the back muscles, which strengthens them, opens the front muscles of our pectoralis, our chest, our the ribs, our erectors, the erector abdominis. It's the front muscles of our stomach. Extends our arms, the biceps, triceps, and our neck. And then releasing.